Hi guys, PABrewNews. Doing a lager today. Narragansett Brewing Company. Sorry I got my Fluttershy shirt on. I don't have my Cthulhu shirt on. But the reason I bought this particular brewing company's beer is because Narragansett is commonly spoken about in H.P. Lovecraft films, the Narragansett Bay, which they threw the crazily angled stone and adorned metal box in from Haunted of the Dark. So definitely check out Haunted of the Dark. It's an amazing story. So I pitched this in. I bought this over in Danville, probably about half an hour away from my area. I saw it like $5.99 a six-pack. I really don't know how it is. I don't know the quality. I don't know anything about it. However, I do know that Narragansett Brewing Company has some very interesting H.P. Lovecraft inspired beers. So if I ever get up in that area of the world, I definitely want to go to Narragansett Brewing Company and check those beers out for sure. Because I don't think they're very well transported. I think they might be brewery only, but I don't know. Let's get into the beer in question right now from Narragansett Brewing Company. They've been around for quite a long time. I don't think they're very since 1890. They've been around for quite a long time. They're very much a staple in the New England area as far as beers go, as far as I can tell. But I don't know much about the brewing company. It's something that kind of popped up once, the Twitter, the hype, that's kind of like, more breweries got well known over the area. This kind of just popped up out of nowhere. I saw there is a Lovecraft Brewing Company, but that's from the Paulsbo, not Paulsbo, but it's near Paulsbo, Silver City, Paulsbo, and there's another one I can't remember right there, just by in the Puget Sound area of Washington. I've been there, and for some reason I can't remember, like Burneth, something like that. It's not fucking hidden. I used to go to an ex-girlfriend there, and fuck her, by the way. There you go. But yeah, it's in that area. But definitely check it out because it's a beautiful area, and that brewing company looks pretty damn sweet. Anyway, Narragansett Brewing Company from Rochester, New York. Yeah, fuck you, Rochester. Okay. Write or visit us at 461 Main Street, Puntock, Rhode Island. And the Puntock, yep, we know that. And Gansett.com. So apparently they were probably originally from that area, and now they're commercially brewed out of Rochester, New York. And per all fucking major market fucking lagers, it's brewed out of somewhere else. It has no actual limit of where it's from anymore. It's just the can and everything inside it's shit. So woohoo! Let's see what this one has. Let's see what this one has to offer. Again, I am not a guy who likes fridges, so this is a room temperature beer, which means I'm not gonna have a good time. But we'll see. I might have a great time. Might be fucking beautiful. Might be beautiful. Hi. Hi, neighbor. Narragansett. Basically, I bought this because I'm a huge H.P. Lovecraft fan, and that's about it. Alright. No head to speak of on that one. They really didn't produce any kind of head. No real alcohol legs sticking. This comes in at... Let's see what it says. It has no alcohol by volume on it, so obviously it's non-alcoholic, so that's good. A lot of wet grain coming up through there. Yep, just a generic lager, wet grain smell. All right, just get into it. Cheers. Slight pepperiness, wet, again, simple earthiness, wet grain. Not too bad, not too bad. That lagery ester is kind of going through. It's not that bad. I'm not getting like cream corn or anything like that. Muted flavors, simple. Again, you get that subtle wet grain. You get a hint of corn in there now too, kind of coming up. Not cream corn either, just like a hint of that corn husk coming through. Simple, earthy, hint of pepperiness. Very full, the full side of a low body. Very easy to drink. There's a little bit of that lingering quality there, the little wet grain stuff, but overall it's pretty clean. Pretty clean, nothing too bad. It's not overly offensive or anything like that at all. Might have to put this up against a Yinling and see which one I like better. It'd be kind of interesting. Yeah. Well, it is what it is for a lager style. It's not that bad, and this is a room temperature lager, by the way. I'm not getting anything crazy. Nothing apparent. Nothing wild. Nothing off at all. Unlike Yinling, when it's room temperature, you get a little bit of off flavors. I'm not getting anything bad. It's pretty solidly well made. I'm actually going to push this up a little bit. I put Yinling in that not good, not bad, kind of the 5 category, kind of hovers in purgatory a little bit, but it's not good and it's not bad. I'm actually going to kick this one up a little bit more and give it to the 6 category. It's actually into the good side. It's a macro beer. It's one of those things. But, so excuse me. But it's one of those beers that actually, drinking it, I'm not really finding anything that I can see is like discernibly bad about it. I have done such with other beers. This one, it is solid for what they're trying to do, but it's not enjoyably solid, if you know what I mean. So I'm not going to give it 7.5. However, it's a little, I'm enjoying this a little bit better than I've enjoyed room temperature Yinling. Again, I do all my beers room temperature to show the faults, show the flaws. I don't try to hide them under the cold conditioning. And Yinling does show quite a few flaws when it gets to that room temperature. So I'm actually going to give this one a 6 out of 10. It's actually a very good lager, and I'm sure if you chill this down, you can crush this all day. I actually have a good time doing it. It's $5.99 a bottle too, so I'm actually pretty. Yeah, I know, right? Down. Can't believe you are reviewing this right now. I actually am, and it's actually not that bad. Again, Joe. 6 out of 10. It's not the best score I've ever given or stuff like that, but for like these macro lagers, it's actually pretty fantastic. I know this is all on me. This is all on me. Again, the only reason I'm reviewing this is I'm a big H.P. Lovecraft fan. They talk about Narragansett Bay and stuff quite a bit, so I had to pick it up. Again, this brewing company does do a lot of H.P. Lovecraft influenced beers. They might be brewery only. They might actually have in Potomac, Rhode Island. They might have a very specific brewing line that does these. I've never been able to find these anywhere else. I'm unfortunately I didn't read that last comment. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just showing you, Joe. That's this. I don't think if you've had it, pretty sure you probably wouldn't hate it, because honestly, this is probably one of the best macro lagers that I've probably ever had. That's in the regular style, and again, this is room temperature, so it's not hiding any of the flaws. It's not smelling off. It's not smelling wild like again Yinling did that one time. It's actually probably pretty holding itself together pretty well. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's actually not bad. Again, it's not mind-blowing. It's better than what I put my solid category. It's actually less better than my solid, like 7.5 solid. But it's better than Yinling. I usually put Yinling. I'm going to say this again for anybody, for Joe that just joined in. 5 out of 10. It's not good. It's not bad. It's in that category. I'm actually going to kick this up to that 6 category. It's actually pretty good for what it is, especially compared to all those other macro lagers. I'd like to see a couple of my friends actually review this beer, especially like in a group hangout, because actually it's pretty. I'm actually not having a bad time drinking this, and it's actually pretty goddamn good room temperature. So, thanks for Joe for stopping on in, and hopefully, and actually people, all of a sudden I have viewers. I'm almost goddamn done, and I have viewers. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Again, Narragansett Lager. This is a macro beer brewed out of Rochester, New York, but it's based out of Patumcuk, Rhode Island. I really enjoy it. It's compared to lots of. Thank you, Joe. Good stuff, son. Thank you very much. Compared to a lot of macro lagers, this one is shining pretty goddamn well. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10, which is a very good score overall. If you look at my other scores of macro lagers. There's nothing bad in the aroma, in the taste. You don't get any kind of cream corn, no wild flavors, esters coming out of the flavor at room temperature. It drinks expediently well. And I think if you chill this down, you're going to be slamming these motherfuckers left and right. $5.99 a 6-pack. Amazing price. However, the one thing is, if anybody can actually put this down in the comments, it doesn't show the ABV. That being said, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. This is like a 12-minute review, probably way longer than this beer actually deserves. But you guys kind of showed up, and I want to kind of extend it just a little bit more. It's been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. I might throw you a little link, Joe, for a hangout, just in case. If you don't want to join, you don't have to. Cheers. Bye.